Hi, hello, good evening, and welcome along to the Online Darts Live League, where Group B is about to get underway. I'm Chris Murphy. I'm talking you through the action on Sporty Stuff TV this evening and live at the Online Darts YouTube channel. And Martin Adams, who hit a 9-darter earlier in the week, is in action in the opening match, having moved into Group B, having competed in Group A earlier in the week. So we're going to start tonight's coverage by taking a look at how Group A finished up. Played across 3 days, Monday to Wednesday, on the Online Darts YouTube channel. And there you can see Jose Justicia, the Spanish star, on debut at the Live League, managed to win 13 of 15 matches to book his place at finals night. He progresses straight through. No need for him to play today or tomorrow. Martin Adams, second place, and Scott Williams in third. They'll be in action tonight in Group B. The rest of the players, Martin Heenahan, Robert Owen and Robert Thornton, all moved into Group C. And that got underway this morning with the Thorn, Owen and Heenahan all in action in Group C. Let's see how the table looks overnight. Well, Owen and Thornton in the top three, but Graham Usher won 4 of his 5 matches, as did Stack Attack, the Welshman, in second place. Thornton knocking on the door as well. Remember, 2 players from that group will progress to finals night with Jose Justicia, Andy Jenkins and Jamie Durrant, Glenn's nephew, getting a couple of wins each. But Martin Heenahan had a disastrous start to life in Group C, losing all 5 of his games. So the top 2 from that group will join Justicia at finals night on Saturday. And the top 3 from the group we're about to watch this evening and the same time again tomorrow evening. Let's see the fixtures for tonight in Group B. It all gets underway in a couple of minutes with Martin Adams taking on James Richardson, the 2 men who have hit 2 9-darters here at the Live League. Adams hitting 1, as I mentioned, on Monday. Then Scott Williams takes on the professional amateur, as many call him, Paul Hogan, great player. And Chucky, Jim McEwen, is the other man in the field. He takes on Adams in the 3rd game of the evening. Around 5-11, Richardson taking on Williams, Hogan against McEwen, and then Adams against Williams. Everybody playing each other once tonight and once again tomorrow. McEwen against Richardson, the last match of the evening. We should be on air until around 1 a.m. So, the first match of the night tonight will be between the 2 9-dart heroes. Coming up in a minute or so's time, it will be Martin Adams against James Richardson. And Paul Hinks is the man with the mic in the Live League studio, the refereeing royalty brought in to preside over the evening's action. And what a great first game for Paul Hinks to call. I'm sure we will hear that 180 call, the unmistakable tones of the Yorkshireman in this match, when 65-year-old Martin Adams still hitting 9-darters at 65. Makes you sick, doesn't it? 3-time world champion taking on James Richardson, a man from Rushton, 47 years of age, a former last 16 participant at the PDC World Championship.
First flag is Martin to throw first. Game on.
Can he show his ruthless streak here? Or will it be a wolfy win in the opening match of the evening?
.43.
I've been looking forward to this one ever since Martin Adams was placed into this group. And James Richardson, one of the premier players in the live league.
180.
I told you it wouldn't be long. First visit from James Richardson. He's annoyed by Martin Adams levelling up on 9 darters. Richardson was the man who had hit 2. Now Adams has joined him, so Richardson, with his first leg back, the first chance to do so, is determined to make it 3. And that's 4 perfect darts. And that's 5 perfect darts. And 6.
180.
Well, this is exciting, incredible, unthinkable. James Richardson has hit 2 9-darters in the live league. As of Monday, Martin Adams has also hit 2. Now Richardson wants his record back. But he's not going to get it in this leg. Oh, what a start
95.
for Ruthless Richardson. Taking the game to Adams. And if that is a sign of things to come this evening, then don't go anywhere,
46.
ladies and gentlemen, because we are in for some tungsten treats, some darting delights.
6. Martin,
And
you require 100.
It is now possible that James Richardson, having kicked off with half a dozen perfect darts, may lose the leg. And that is sometimes the glitch in the armour of Adams, the chink in the armour, should I say.
92. James, you require 40.
Tries to stubbornly stay on the treble 20 even when it's blocked. There were other options available.
Game shot on the first leg.
And in the end,
James
Richardson does get the leg done. He gets the leg won. Not the 9-darter, but still the perfect start for Ruthless Richardson.
Second leg, James to throw first. Game on.
Who leads Martin Adams by a leg to 0 with a break of throw to boot.
100.
Martin Adams, incidentally, the first man to hit a 9-darter on the new Winmore Blade 6, the dartboard used here at the Live
60.
League. And great news today that the Blade 6 and Winmore announced as the exclusive dartboard sponsor of the WDF and indeed the Lakeside World Championship coming up in the new year. Will we see the perfect leg at the Lakeside? Been a long time coming.
81. 96. 140. James
What about a
Schumacher,
big fish here?
170.
Not to be.
100.
Martin Adams will be appearing at the Circus Tavern in the new year at the World Seniors Darts Championship.
$140. James, you require 70. $30.
Want to see
Martin, you
Wolfie
require
at the
80.
World Seniors? Tickets available from dartshop.tv. Return to the iconic Circus Tavern in Essex. Can he locate a single 20 and then a double top, I was going to say, but
40.
mid-sentence
James,
he
you
answered the
require
question for me.
40.
And James Richardson, in turn, gets a chance to double his lead.
Game shot on
And
the
he
second
does
leg.
double his lead.
James Richardson.
It is a flying start for James Richardson, who is 2 up on Martin Adams in no time at all.
Third leg, Martin to throw first. Game on.
The two 9-dart kings at the Live League. Yeah, there will certainly be
100.
limbs at the Lakeside if there is a 9-dart. It hasn't been one hit since Paul Lim did it back in 1990. Quite incredible. Almost 32 years ago.
140. 41.
Here's a bit of a trivia question for you. Can you remember the last person to hit a 9-dart finish at the PDC World Championship? Answer in the next match. No Googling. Tweet in at
100.
Darts Live League, or you can tell me at Chris Murphy 180, the last person to hit a 9-dart finish at the PDC World Championship. We'll do one little episode of Tungsten trivia every night this week. But it's James Richardson asking all the questions in this match. The third maximum. The man who walks out to a song about curry seems to be in something of a hurry. 11-darter. 12-darter.
57.
Can't finish it.
An
outside opportunity for Adams. Oh, he needed the treble to leave himself a dart at tops, but it's 3 more goes at double 12.
98. James, you require 24.
For James Richardson, for a 3-leg cushion. A little bit edgy here. 5 darts missed at that target.
41.
He was on an 11-darter. Double 16 for Adams to get himself into this match.
9. James, you require 24.
Couple of darts at double from Wolfie. He'd be glad to get away from there. But he still
18.
cannot close out the leg.
You require 32.
8 darts missed here from James Richardson to move 3-0 clear rather. Well, that's a long way off from Martin Adams. Hence the puff of the cheeks from Wolfie. But he puts it right. And he cuts the lead in half. Richardson, he was on a double after 10 darts, but then he went on to miss 8 at doubles and loses a leg that he really should have won.
4th leg, James to throw first. Game on.
Still leads the match 2-1.
$57. 60. 140. 121.
Pair of them have played plenty of matches between them at the Live League. Adams has amassed
100.
more than anybody in action this week. This is match 254 for him. And James Richardson will play his 200th game in his 3rd match of the evening, joining the 200 club.
60. 40.
James Richardson famously beat Barney, didn't he, at the World Championship? One of the players, of course, to have hit a 9-darter at the Worlds, talking about that trivia question that I mentioned. But famous victory for James Richardson at the Ali Pali, and Paul Hinks was refereeing on that day. He's going to call in a big finish from Vindaloo here.
Game shot on the fourth leg.
Spicy stuff from James Richardson. You couldn't make it up, could you? 8 missed darts at the outer ring in the previous leg, and then cleans up 164
this leg Martin to throw first. Game on.
With a perfectly pitched dart in the bull.
$80. 134.
It was back in the 2012 edition of the World Championship. 10 years ago now, can you believe it? 18th of December 2011, when Paul Hinks presided over the 3-0 victory of the unknown James Richardson. At the time, not even a household name in his own household, beating the great 5-time world champion Raymond van Barneveld. Send shockwaves through the world of darts.
$95.
Here he is looking to defeat a legend at the Live League in Wolfie Martin Adams.
41.
They have met
40.
an enormous amount of times before, as you would expect. Two players who have been regular participants in the Live League.
100.
This is their 14th meeting. Adams currently leads the head-to-head. Sorry, 7-6.
60. James, you require 120.
So it's about to be levelled up, you feel. Will be if Richardson can find treble 19 and then the bull, but he can't. So Adams will hope
43.
for a treble 18.
86.
And then a double 16. Well, he'll still hope for a treble 18. And he gets one for a dart at double 7 to stay alive.
72. James, you require 83.
Well, that could be that. Might be wise here, Richardson, to go 17-16 bull with all the trouble he had on the outer ring, but he's determined to leave a double.
63. Martin, you require 40.
Using the bull at the start of the visit. Unorthodox. Ineffective in the end. And Adams plants his darts
Martin Adams
in the double 7 to keep his hopes alive in this match. Can he turn it around here? Richardson will feel that he should have had this one a long time ago, but he's only one ahead.
6-leg James to throw first. Game on.
He's had 3 180s.
140.
Stunning 164 check out. It still hasn't managed to get rid of Martin Adams in this one.
140.
Coming up straight after this, Scott Williams will take on Paul Hogan, returning to the Live League.
140.
Feels like some kind of
83.
I'm a Celebrity sketch, doesn't it, the Live League this week? This afternoon we had Usher, tonight we've got Paul Hogan. Not that one or that one, by the way, but it's got a nice
60.
ring to it, hasn't it? does nickname himself Crocodile Dundee.
125. James, you require
Now
161.
can Richardson snap up this finish? A 161 to sit alongside the 164. Couldn't get his teeth into it.
24. Martin, you require 153.
Martin Adams may well have 6 darts from here. My assumption is that James Richardson will go 57 to try and take out 2 double tops when he comes
James,
back.
you require 137.
He can't find the 57. So Adams, who's just hung around
97.
in this match.
Martin, you require 53.
May yet force a decider in which
James
he
on the
has the
sixth
darts.
Martin Adams.
Well, it looked like a certainty that James Richardson was going to run out a convincing winner in this one, but all of a sudden, Adams is favourite to take it. He has the darts in the 7th and deciding
and final
leg.
leg is Martin to throw first. Game on.
Game on, says Paul Hinks.
41.
Not the opening salvo that Adams would have liked to have shot there.
140.
Busy day of darts. We had the first half of the action in Group C this afternoon. Graham Usher and Robert Owen both winning 4 out of 5 matches. Jamie Durrant and Robert Thornton getting a couple of wins each. Andy Jenkins with a couple of wins. Sorry, Thornton got 3 and poor old Martin Heenahan failed to get any.
140.
Also had news of a 9-darter from 14-year-old Luke Littler at the Junior Darts Corporation event in Gibraltar. Absolutely wonderful stuff from a wonder kid.
60.
And the Players' Championship Finals also gets underway tomorrow in Minehead. We'll have action here. The conclusion of Group C from 9:30 in the morning live on the Online Darts YouTube channel.
180.
As James Richardson hammers in 180, number 4. Well, he's been in this position before in this match and lost the leg.
85. James, you require 41.
Surely it doesn't happen again here. Don't go inside. Do not go inside.
Game shot on the
He
match.
doesn't. He goes
Richardson.
in and finally gets the win, but he had to scrap a lot harder for it than he would have imagined at the start of the match. James Richardson, who led it 3-1, ended up being forced to a last leg shootout in which Adams had the darts, but Richardson got over the line in the end. 95.6 average. The doubling was troubling for Richardson. He'll have to put that right, but there was a sublime 164 checkout in there and a fabulous 12-darter to win it. 2 points for James Richardson with a 4-3 success over Wolfie Martin Adams. Coming up next, it's Scott Williams against Crocodile Dundee, Paul Hogan. welcome back to the action at the Online Darts Live League, brought to you by Sporty Stuff TV and the Online Darts YouTube channel. I'm Chris Murphy, talking you through this evening's entertainment, which features Scott Williams, 31 years of age, from Boston in Lincolnshire, against Basingstoke's Paul Hogan, Crocodile Dundee, a three-time quarter-finalist
First leg, it's Scott to
at
throw
the
first.
Lakeside.
Game on.
And he's been such a spoiler in many events, never really took the game seriously in terms of trying to pursue it as a professional.
121.
But he's appeared at the UK Open a couple of times. Well, loads of times, in fact, but he's reached the last 16 there a couple of times.
100. $94.
Three quarter-finals for Paul Hogan at the Lakeside have come in different decades as well, remarkably.
100.
Lost to Richie Burnett in '95. Yella Clarkson in 2006 and Jim Williams in 2020.
120. 180.
One on the floor for Williams, and Hogan hammers home a maximum.
90. Paul Ducal 121.
Treble 17 for the bull. Not to be.
57. Scott, you require 76.
Double 18 is his choice.
40. Paul, you require 64. $32. Scott, you require 36.
It is his favoured double, this. But he won't like this one. He won't like it now.
No score. Paul, you require 32. Game shot on the first
Paul
leg.
Hogan.
Paul Hogan
Finds double 16 to take the first leg against a throw. Advantage to the man from Basingstoke. 1-0.
Second leg, Paul to throw first. Game on. $140. 93. $100.
We'll see Fillmore's later on when
86.
Crocodile Dundee takes on Chucky. Jim McEwen back in action at the Live League.
83. $123.
He's up next against Martin Adams, who lost out to James Richardson 4-3 in the opening match. If you're just tuning in, Richardson perhaps should have won that one more handsomely.
100. $123. Paul requires 78.
Treble 18. D12.
Game shot on the second
Delightful.
leg. Paul Hogan.
From Paul Hogan, who doubles his lead with that nice clean 78 checkout. A fabulous start to Group B.
Third leg, Scott to throw first. Game on.
Time for the Tungsten trivia answer. And nobody who's tweeted me on Twitter has got it right, by the way. Remarkable.
131.
Should be a lot easier. I've had Gary Anderson 2016, Terry Jenkins as guessers. The last man to hit a 9 darter at the World
140.
Championship. We've had a few since then. We had one last year, ladies and gentlemen. James Wade produced perfection. That was the answer to the question.
40.
Wade did it against Stephen Bunting at the Alexandra Palace. I lost the match, which is why a few of you may have forgotten about it.
100.
But yeah, James Wade, the answer to tonight's Tungsten trivia question. Back with more to... I should quit while I'm ahead now. I thought that we would get some right answers there.
121.
Think something up for you guys tomorrow. We do appreciate your involvement at Darts Live League on Twitter.
100.
Make sure that you are following Sporty Stuff TV as well, at TV
100.
_ sporty.
161.
Saw a sizzling 164 checkout from James
41.
Richardson in the
Scott
opening
Uruguay,
match.
109.
Rocking up and hitting the highest checkout of the week so far. Williams really needs this. Double 18 to complete it.
77.
But an orthodox attempt
Scott
from Scott Williams, who does go his own weird and wonderful ways at times. But he might find himself 3 behind here. There's Paul Hogan.
The third leg. Paul Hogan.
Well, he eats those kind of finishes for breakfast, doesn't he? Another superb outshot from Hogan to move 3 clear in this match.
Fourth leg, Paul to throw first. Game on.
He has the darts to try to complete.
.42.
Whitewash win. We met Scott Williams twice in August when he was last in action here at the Live League.
57.
Beat him on both occasions, 4-3 and 4-1. But we're seeing a very, very decent display here from Hogan.
81.
Averaging in the high 90s. 3 out of 5 on the doubles. A 120 and a 78. Combination finishers.
140. 100.
Oh, looking very rosy indeed for
98.
Paul Hogan.
100. 174.
Ah, that's better. That's brilliant. And he needed something like that to give himself a chance of a leg. Scott Williams, he has had and missed 4 darts at double in this match.
100. Scott, you require 32.
Now he's looking at double 8. He finds it.
Scott
It's
Williams.
a break of throw. We might find ourselves in a similar position to the first match this evening, where one player should have won it easily, but the other one hung around and found a way to work himself back into it. Can Williams do the same as Wolfie?
Fifth leg, Scott to throw first. Game on.
Ultimately, his comeback bid proved to be in vain.
121.
But it's a start from Scott.
$100. 99. 100.
Has been tinkering, or certainly was yesterday, Scott Williams, with his dart setup, using different flights and stems.
121.
Did have 2 sets of darts on the table throughout some of his games yesterday, and did interchange between them.
55.
I think that was a bit of a sign that he
Scott,
was
your call,
not comfortable.
160.
A little bit unsettled, Scott Williams.
100.
Just trying to catch a look at the table to see if the other darts are laid out.
100. Scott, you require 60.
Double 10.
Shot on the
Inadvertent
fifth leg,
double
Scott
finish
Williams.
from Scott Williams, who is getting himself back into this match. Tops and tens. Is he going to turn it around from 3-0 down?
6 leg Paul to throw first. Game on.
Hogan will hope not. He has the darts in this leg and will feel he needs to win in this leg.
100. 93.
Still can't see if Williams has got those other darts laid out on the
100.
table. Right behind where the players stand from our camera angle.
140.
But I think he's better off not doing. That's my opinion. It's about how he feels, but he just did look a little bit unsettled yesterday. He lost all 5 of his matches,
60.
having won all 5 the day before. Treble 20 to leave the
58.
biggest finish. Not quite. And Hogan is in the lipstick.
139. 100. Paul Ricard, 102.
Great darts. Double 16.
70. Scott, you require 110.
Great darts. Double 16.
Game shot on the
And
sixth
Scott
leg.
Williams has
Scott
found
Williams.
it. And he finds himself tied at 3 apiece, having been 3-0 down in this match. Can Scott Williams snatch victory from the jaws of defeat
7th and final leg
against
Scott to
Crocodile
first.
Dundee
Game on.
here at the Live League?
81. 100. 59. 140. 58. 100.
Well, he's scrapping away. James Richardson had to break in a last leg decider, having led 3-1.
28. Paul Ricard, 161.
It looks like Paul Hogan will break in a last leg decider, having led 3-0.
36.
Williams and Adams will be thinking, what a waste of time. They shouldn't think that, because it may well come down to leg difference on whether or not they progress to
59.
finals night.
Paul Ricard, 125.
Still 2 visits for Paul Hogan from here. 118 remaining. Might leave himself a tricky double 19 here.
87.
That's exactly what's happened. This is certainly not over yet. Will he split, or will he go straight
81.
for it?
Paul Ricard, 38.
He does go straight for it. Has he made it more difficult?
Game
No.
shot on the match.
He finds
Paul
it.
Hogan.
Paul Hogan eventually gets over the line. He led that match by 3 legs to 0. But Williams roared back, and Hogan had to break in the decider. A 93 average for Crocodile Dundee in the end there. 120 check out, his highest. 110 kept Williams in the match and tied it up at 3 apiece. But ultimately, it's 2 points for Paul Hogan, who had a 180 in there. And we will be back with Jim McEwen and Martin Adams in 180 seconds. You can count them if you like.
From Jim next time.
Welcome back to the action here at the Online Darts Live League. A couple of dramatic darting duels for starters. Martin Adams going down in a last leg decider to James Richardson, and then Scott Williams threatening to complete the great escape from 3-0 behind against Paul Hogan, only for Hogan to break in the last leg. Well, here it is Jim McEwen appearing for the first time in Group B this evening. He takes on Adams, who's looking for his first points of the night after going down in that decider. Let's see, 54-year-old McEwen who had a 9-darter on the Pro Tour earlier this year, against the 65-year-old Adams, who had a 9-darter at the Live League here on Monday. A couple of the senior statesmen of World Darts, Wolfie and Chucky. Anything but child's play, isn't it, this one?
Jim to throw first. Game on.
Would have been a good Halloween fixture. This one, had we had it last month?
$66.
Just 2 weeks remaining of Live League action in 2021. Back next week. With the 4th and final qualifying week for finals night, which takes place the week after. Then it's an end of year break where the World Championship takes place, and the Lakeside WDF World Championship. We will be back in 2022. Details will be released in due course.
43.
Maybe 1 or 2 small changes as well. We'll come to those when they've been agreed and confirmed.
91.
It's evolved, hasn't it, the event? Certainly the prize money has increased. Now the weekly winners check of £2,000 that they're all playing for. £6,000 to the winner at Champions Week.
70.
Possibility to win 8,000 in any phase of Live League Darts. We did rattle through the matches this afternoon,
66.
but Jim McEwen in particular is one of the more methodical players. Adams probably the closest to him in pace.
$140. Jimmy require 144.
Expect to be on air until around 1 AM, but we will keep going until the action ends. You won't miss a dart. As Jim McEwen does miss a dart at the treble.
84. Martin, you require 148.
Adams cannot threaten the big finish, so McEwen will return.
60.
Have a look at
Jim,
this
you require
60.
60.
Two-thirds of the bed to the right of the marker. Caught the flight and diverted from its destination.
Game shot
He
on
finds
the
double
first leg.
10
Jim McEwen.
and takes the lead in this match. McEwen leads Adams by a leg to 0, but Adams has the darts in leg 2.
Second leg is Martin to throw first. Game on. $100. $81. $60. $60.
This is the third of 10 matches this evening at the Online Darts Live League.
$140.
Next one features James Richardson and Scott Williams. Richardson, who beat Adams in the opener.
100.
Williams, who went down to Hogan. Paul Hogan, who will take on McEwen. In the 5th match of the night.
85. $140. Martin, you require 116.
16 for tops.
96. Jim, you require 120.
60 for tops.
60. Martin, you require 20.
He should be able to use that. Just brush it in off the barrel. Hasn't been able to. Double 5.
15. Jim, you require 60. Game shot on the second leg. Jim McEwen
locates a double 20 to double his lead in this match. Martin Adams in a bit of trouble here early on in Group B. Lost 4-3 in his opener to James Richardson and is 2-0 down to Jim McEwen.
Third leg, Jim to throw first. Game on.
I think he'd be a creature of the night, wouldn't you, Wolfie? Martin Adams, but it's not turning out that way. Having a howler so far.
81. 59. 45. 100. 60.
'McEwen and Adams playing in the live league for the first time against each other.
60.
'Scotland against England clash. And it is the
140.
Tartan Tungsten tosser that is on top at the moment. The Ayrshire race lives not far from Robert Thornton, who we
100.
are watching in the afternoon sessions this week. A winner on the Challenge Tour this year, Jim McEwen, won in Milton Keynes, finished 10th on the overall order of merit at the end of the season. A lot of the live league players did particularly well
150.
on the Challenge Tour. That was an accidental double from McEwen there, but yeah, we saw Jim Williams, Sean McDonald, Martin Thomas, Darren Beveridge, Adam Smith-Neil. All of the top 5 have played at the Live League this year. Jim McEwen in 10th spot. Certainly has been an aid to their game. And it's looking increasingly likely that this game will be going the way of Chucky Jim McEwen. He leads 3-0, but a word of warning. Players have had handsome leads in the last couple of matches and have been forced to last leg deciders. Can McEwen avoid that kind of thing?
To throw first. Game on.
Richardson led Adams 3-1, 1-4-3.
$140.
Hogan led Williams 3-0, 1-4-3. Now McEwen leads Adams 3-0.
$121.
And just had confirmation. We've actually had 18 of the top 20 in the UK Challenge Tour Order of Merit play for the Live League this year.
$140.
$140 from Adams. That's the combined age of this pair. I'm joking.
39.
Mind you, if someone was to score 119, then I'd be right.
140.
Looks like Adams is going to avoid the whitewash at least. We might be getting into that territory again. The pattern that we've seen so far. One player running 91. Away with it and then being reeled 81. In, but still managing to get over the line in the end. Treble 10 will be the target now.
$49.
3 stars on the back of the Martin Adams shirts, denoting the 3 World Championship wins for Wolfie. BDO World Champion at the Lakeside.
Martin require 32.
With a hat-trick of wins. 07, 2010 and 2011.
Game shot on the fourth leg.
It's the third dart that finds the double to get himself a leg on the board in this match. Can Wolfie launch a comeback? He still has a lot of work to do. 3-1 down to Jim McEwen.
Fifth leg, Jim to throw first. Game on.
3 World Championships, 3 World Masters as well. Back-to-back-to-back wins in that tournament. 08, 09 and 2010 for the man born in Sutton.
59. $83.
James Richardson against Scott Williams coming up after this one.
$100.
McEwen hoping to close it out in this leg while he has the darts.
$100. $58.
Just doesn't look happy, Jim McEwen in the background.
135.
Shaking his head, feels that he should be in a better position here. And he's going to have to find a couple of trebles to leave himself a finish. First, on throw.
140.
Manages that. Still advantage Adams, who if he can find just one treble will be on a very makeable 83 checkout, but he's thinking bigger than that now.
100.
It is just the one.
Jim require 144.
And he will get a go at the 83. Doesn't even need to hit a treble to get a dart at the bull, but he'd love to see the first dart fly in. The treble 17.
54. Martin, you require 83.
So for the second small step on the way back from the bottom of the mountain, the bullseye for Adams.
42. Jim, you require 90.
To kick him back over the cliff edge. Double 5.
80. Martin, you require
Match dart
41.
missed by McEwen. But Adams can't take advantage, so surely now Jim McEwen will apply the killer blow. Great guide. Used to perfection.
Jim McEwen.
And Jim McEwen defeats Martin Adams 4-1 to get his night's work off to a very strong start. Despite a higher average from Adams, it was McEwen who got the job done. Thanks largely to his superior checkout rate there of 50% compared to just 10% from Martin Adams, missing 9 darts at doubling that one. He's played 2 matches and he's lost them both. Wolfie has got work to do this evening. James Richardson is back in action looking for his second win of the night when he takes on Scott Williams in 3 minutes' time. Game 4 of 10 about to take place here at the Online Darts Live League. Thank you for joining us on Sporty Stuff TV this evening. I'm Chris Murphy talking you through the action, and we've already seen Martin Adams get into a bit of trouble so far tonight. Wolfie losing matches to both Jim McEwen and this man, James Richardson. Scott Williams playing his second match, hoping to avoid the same fate as Adams. The 31-year-old was beaten 4-3 by Paul Hogan in his opener.
First leg, James to throw first. Game on.
Williams was 3-0 down against Hogan and came back to 3-all, only to lose on throw
38.
in the last leg decider in that one. Richardson looking to make it a perfect start.
62.
Hasn't met Williams at the Live League before. Was surprised to read that.
180.
But he is a huge 180 hitter, James Richardson.
140.
That's already his 5th of the evening.
$140. 59. James Rucar, 143. 102. 70.
Well, it's a strong start from
41.
Richardson. Williams leaving the big fish just in case. Did see some double trouble from James in the first match.
Game shot on the first leg.
Missed 14
James
darts
Richardson.
at the outer ring, but he manages to find double top there. And he deservedly takes the lead. 1-0 to Ruthless Richardson.
Second leg, Scott to throw first. Game on.
Haven't met, as I mentioned, at the Live League, but they did meet on the Challenge Tour in August, and Scott Williams actually won that match
140.
in Milton Keynes, 5-4. Slightly longer format than this. Best of 9 in comparison to the best
55.
of 7 that we play. At the Live League.
58. 60. 139.
He leaves 164. That's the highest checkout we've seen this week so far. And it came from James Richardson in the first match of tonight.
Scott Rucar, 164. 88.
Does have a Challenge Tour title to his name this year, James Richardson.
140.
Won in
Scott
Milton
Rucar,
Keynes
76.
a couple of months ago. Now then, Williams. He'll stay there. No, he doesn't. Usually likes
Game shot on the second
double
leg.
18,
Scott
but had some
Williams.
trouble with it in the first match, and perhaps was wise to shift down to the 16 segment. Inadvertently hit the double, but no problem at all as he found double 12 to level up the match.
Third leg, James to throw first. Game on.
Number 6.
180.
Of course it is.
81.
Well, the first start was very inviting. He'll be
140.
disappointed not to have kicked off a leg with back-to-back maximums for what would have been the second time this evening.
137. 140.
It's 180, 140, 140 to leave 41 after 9. This is a stunning display so far from James Richardson.
59. James, you require 41.
41. There's a 1. There's a 40.
Shot on the third leg.
Brilliant. 11 dart leg from James Richardson, who leads Scott Williams by 2 legs to 1. He's flying at the moment, but it's all on throw so far.
Fourth leg, Scott to throw first. Game on.
An enormous 3-figure average
81.
from James Richardson of 110.29. 18 points higher than his opponent,
60.
who is looking to level up the match at 2 apiece. Don't get points for averages, just for wins.
66. 57. 58. 43.
'Something troubling Scott.
59.
Wasn't happy with the way through those darts. Hence a little action replay. I wonder if he's got a bit of trouble with his shoulder there. Just seemed to
60.
put his hand on it, shrug it a little bit. Oh, a couple of balls
120.
from Scott Williams. Does utilise that segment more than any other player in the field. A bit of swagger from Scott Williams.
100. Scott, you require 170.
Well, if you're so good on balls, I go bull 17 bull, Scott. Didn't accept the dare.
57. 135.
Decent setup
Scott,
to
you require
pressurise
60.
James Richardson. Double top for 2-2.
40.
Did the pressure
James,
tell
you
there?
require 46.
6 for double top for 3-1.
26.
Oh, he really
Scott,
would have
you
taken
require
control of
20.
this tie there, James Richardson, but 2 darts go begging to do so. And Williams wants double 10. Nowhere near.
10.
And he over adjusts.
James, you require 20.
Same target for his opponent to tighten his grip on this darts match.
James shot on the fourth leg.
And in it goes.
James Richardson.
And James Richardson leads this match 3-1 and is 1 away from the win. What would be a second win from as many matches this evening.
Fifth leg, James to throw first. Game on.
Had exactly the same scenario in his first. Led Martin Adams 3-1, but was forced to a last leg decider in which he had to break through to win.
140.
He would have the darts in a decider if this one were to go the distance.
43.
'Following this will be Paul Hogan
55.
and Jim McEwen, match 5 of the night. And then Williams returns to face Martin Adams before Richardson meets Hogan in games 6 and 7 of the 10 that
121.
we've got for you this evening. Well, a shake of the head from Scott Williams, but it did seem a little nonchalant the way he threw that last start, a bit lackadaisical.
95.
Can't just expect them to go in. You've got to force them in, Scott. Like that.
180.
His first maximum of the night.
$26. Scott, you require 157. $97.
Well, nicely done to ask a question here of Richardson. In the last leg, Williams was left on 60. Richardson pressurised.
60. Scott, you
Hasn't
require
really been able to
60.
do that this time. He went on to miss 5 darts at double from this position. A leg ago,
Game shot
but
on
no
the fifth
pressure,
leg.
no
Scott
problem.
Williams.
And Scott Williams breaks and gets himself back into this contest. A nice 60 combination finish to claw it back to 2-3.
6 leg Scott to throw first. Game on.
Lovely. From Scott Williams, who's
100.
got in the swing of things here all of a sudden. He was 3-0 behind against Paul Hogan in his first match of the evening. Got it back to 3 each
100.
and then lost the last leg decider on throw. As Hogan produced a fantastic 14 dart leg to break him.
57. $100. $180.
Scott strikes again. No maximums in the first
139.
10 legs that Scott Williams played this evening, but he's hit 2 in the last 2. And James Richardson there, you could just see him
64.
shooting himself in the head, metaphorically, after not leaving a finish.
41. Scott, you require 100.
Who shot JR? Well, he shot himself there. Pretended to shoot himself in the head after shooting himself in the
Game
foot.
shot on the sixth leg.
And it's come back to
Scott
bite him.
Williams.
Because Scott Williams fires in 100 checkout to force a last leg shootout. He lost the last one he was in. Can he win this one?
Seventh and final leg. It's James to throw first. Game on.
Both players in very, very similar positions
140.
to the first matches they played this evening. A reminder, Richardson 3-1 up against Adams, was pegged back to 3 each before winning the last leg
100.
decider. Williams 3-0 down against Hogan, came back to 3 each before losing the last leg decider.
100.
It looks like Richardson. He's going to take care of business here. Full focus, unless Williams can produce something huge.
140.
Well, he can get the leg level. That was the minimum requirement from that visit.
$100.
Now a ton 40 here from Scott Williams would make it very, very interesting indeed.
55.
Not enough.
James Car 161.
Not even a finish for Williams. A trebleless turn. No help at all.
65.
Good, sensible stuff from Ruthless Richardson, taking off the 5 to leave himself a 2-darter.
100. James
So 96 plays 106. Looks like an excellent, excellent marker. Couldn't find the
56.
treble though.
Scott, you require
Can Scott Williams complete 106 checkout to win the match?
54.
He can't.
James, you require 40.
And Richardson, for the second time this evening, looking to win a last leg decider. And he makes it. 2 wins from 2 and 4 points from 4. And Scott Williams has lost a couple of last leg deciders tonight, meaning he is still yet to get any points on the board. probably good value for it in truth. James Richardson, a 91 average, 7.140. He outscored Scott Williams in that one. 100 checkout was a highlight of the match for Williams, a pair sharing 4 maximums, but it is Richardson who gets the points, winning in a last leg shootout for the second time tonight. Attention turns to the next match between Paul Hogan and Jim McEwen, and it's coming up after this. Welcome back. The action resumes here at the Live League as Crocodile Dundee, Paul Hogan meets Chucky, Jim McEwen, in a blockbuster clash here on Thursday evening. Group B. Paul Hogan, nicknamed so because he shares a name with the actor who played Crocodile Dundee. Jim McEwen, I've got absolutely no
Looks like
idea
it's Paul to throw first. Game on.
why he's gone with the Chucky from Child's Play theme. But both of
41.
them got the better of their opponents in their opening matches of the night. Hogan 4-3 over Scott Williams. McEwen 4-1 over Wolfie Martin Adams.
120.
First live league meeting between the pair. In fact, I'd be surprised if they've met at any point.
100.
Before tonight. And I can confirm that they haven't. Or my
140.
information device can confirm that for me. This is the fifth match of the evening. Mentioned their previous results, the other results.
60.
Wins for James Richardson, 4-3 against Adams, and the same against Williams. Good start for Ruthless in Group B this evening. Hope you've enjoyed a nice double helping of darting delights here at the Live
81.
League. Group C got underway this afternoon. We saw Graham Usher win 4 out of his 5 matches as he joined the action. Robert Owen did exactly the same. They are in the
60.
provisional
Give me a power,
spots to join Jose
160.
Justicia, the Group A winner at finals night on Saturday. How about a blockbuster finish to get this party started?
Game
Oh, wonderful stuff from Jim McEwen. Chucky showing that he certainly can chuck. A 160 out. Finished on double top to break through in the first leg.
Second leg is Jim to throw first. Game on.
Justicia making his debut at the Live League in
57.
Group A from Monday to Wednesday. He only lost 2 matches from the 15 that he played. The Spanish star. Feet up.
100.
Enjoying some sangria. Or maybe some mulled wine from the nearby Christmas markets. In Live League land.
41.
And he will return on Saturday night. Who will he be joined by? 3 from this group. James Richardson already bolstering his bid to be one of them with 2 wins. And then 2 from Group C, as I mentioned. Currently in pole position. Graham Usher and Robert Owen.
59.
Robert Thornton behind them on 6 points. They both have 8. Andy Jenkins and Jamie Durrant on 4. And Ireland's Martin Heenahan yet
85.
to record a victory in that group. And both these men have recorded victories. One of them will join James Richardson in enjoying a perfect start to the night.
140.
Hogan hunting down the treble 20.
100.
With some success. Has to find a treble now. And does he actually use the dart? The treble 1 to do so. Hogan finds the 60 again for a dart at double 18.
Game shot on this second leg.
That is all he needs.
Hogan.
Well, what a start to this match. We've had 2 ton-topping checkouts. 160 from Jim McEwen, followed by 116 from his opponent. 1-1.
They like Paul to throw first. Game on.
Both breaks of throw.
140. 140. 60.
Not too happy with himself there, Paul Hogan.
$140.
McEwen taking advantage with a brace of ton 40s as he looks to break again.
180.
The second maximum of the evening for Hogan. Makes it more likely that he will hold. What would be the first holder throw in this match?
43. Polyrucar 121.
Given the tag, the world's most professional amateur.
57.
Never seen darts as his profession, just enjoys playing the game as an amateur, but has consistently qualified for the Lakeside. Qualified through the qualifier record 6 times.
100. Polyrucar 64.
Has reached the quarterfinals in 3 different decades. Double 16 to take the lead.
Game shot
Well,
on
the
the
finishing
third
in
leg.
this match has been
Hogan.
absolutely sublime. Perfect so far. 160 from McEwen, then 116 and 64 from Paul Hogan.
Fourth leg, Jim to throw first. Game on.
Who leads this match. We haven't seen a dart miss at a double yet. He does have some titles to his name as well, including a ranking title back in 2005. Paul Hogan, the British Classic, WDF ranked title, beat Gary Anderson no less
100.
to win that one. One of the great stars of the sport, a leading light in Scottish darts. Sure, Jim McEwen
96.
will agree with that. We have another one in action tomorrow afternoon. Robert Thornton, 3-time major champion.
121. 96. 45. Jim, you require 129.
He's allowing McEwen all the time in the world here. $72 remaining. So we'll just tee up tops. Once he's had it checked by our expert
89.
official, Paul Hinks.
$105. Jim, you require 40.
And
Game
still
on the fourth leg. Jim McEwen.
the delightful doubling goes on here in this match. Not a single dart missed at double by either player so far, and it's tied at 2 apiece.
Fifth leg, Paul to throw first. Game on. 60. 180.
For the second leg on the spin, Jim McEwen chucks in a maximum. This one against the throw to really pile the pressure
100.
on Paul Hogan.
$140.
We have seen almost 70 matches in which a player has
60.
doubled perfectly, gone 4 out of 4. We've got 4 out of 4 in this match between them, but I'm scratching my head trying to recall if we've ever had a match at the Live League that's gone maybe 7 legs and we haven't seen a dart miss at a double. Pretty sure that we won't have.
137. Jimmy require 84.
Can Jim McEwen keep perfect doubling going? Will he even get a chance in this visit? He won't, but he will leave that double tops again.
44. Paul require
been on the end of his arm so far. Landed it in the last leg. Landed it in the first leg for the 160 checkout.
55. Jimmy require 40.
But he does miss, and it brings an end
Game
to
shot on
that
the fifth
perfect
Jim McEwen.
record on the outer ring between the pair of them. But all that matters for McEwen is that he leads a match and has the darts to win it 4-2.
6 leg Jimmy to throw first. Game on.
I've been informed that 6 legs with no missed doubles is the best we've had. A match between Nick Fulwell and Reese Colley.
96.
It also
44.
happened in a meeting between Niall Cullerton and Mike Gillett in phase 5.
$180.
3 maxis. From McEwen.
180.
2 from Hogan.
$105.
McEwen closing in on a second win. Got the better of Martin
26.
Adams. He will be top of the
Jimmy
table on leg
Require
different. Remember,
120.
Richardson has won both of his matches, but only by a 1 leg margin in each. He's hit double top, Jim McEwen, to win every leg.
60. $100. Jimmy requires 60.
And he will be looking to win it in his favourite sweet spot.
Game shot.
Well, he's found a way in. It
Jim
was anything
McEwen.
but sweet, that dart at tops. It deflected, though, off the one in the 20. And doesn't matter how it hits as long as it does. And Jim McEwen has hit. And that is a fantastic performance from Chucky. 104.7 average, the best we've seen so far tonight by some distance. 4 out of 5 on the doubles. Hogan did little wrong, but McEwen just put him to the sword. He will be top of the table on leg difference. Him and James Richardson have both won both of their opening matches this evening. Richardson is in action in a couple of games' time, but after a short break, we'll be back with Martin Adams against Scott Williams, both looking for their first victory of the evening. Welcome back to the action here at the Online Darts Live League, where Jim McEwen and James Richardson have both won their first two matches of the night. Martin Adams and Scott Williams have both lost their first two matches of the night, and one of them will lose their first three. So a big game already in Group B. Remember, the top three progress to finals night, joining Jose Justicia and two players from Group C.
First leg, Martin to throw first. Game on.
One of this pair could find themselves cut adrift already. Stranded at the foot of the table.
$100. $57.
Had some good matches in times gone by at the Live League, this pair.
100.
Adams and Williams have done battle.
140.
8 times before today, including 3 times this week. Williams has had the better of meetings in the past, but Adams has had the better of meetings this week. 2 wins from the 3 tussles
100.
that they've been involved in against each other. Williams had previously won 4 from 5.
134.
Yesterday when Adams beat Williams, it was a very good performance from Wolfie, 4-1. An average of just a shade under 100. Treble 19 now. Excellent stuff from Martin Adams. He doesn't go down there very often.
Scott, you recall 170.
But he found it like he throws at it all the time. To leave double 12.
60. Martin Yucar, 24. Game shot on the
And
first
he hits
leg.
double 12.
Martin Adams.
To complete the 13 darter. Not bad for starters from Martin Adams, who takes the lead against Scott Williams. But he has the darts in leg 2.
Second leg, Scott to throw first. Game on.
Williams has had differing fortunes on various days
100.
at the Live League. On Tuesday, he won every single one of his matches. And then yesterday, he lost all of his matches. He's on a terrible losing streak right now.
$100. 57.
He won all of his matches on Tuesday, as I mentioned, but the 5 out of 5 defeats on Wednesday have been followed by
85.
another 2 today. 7 on the spin, could be about to become 8.
$81.
And if he does lose 8 in a row by losing this match, I'll put him in the
60.
top 20 of an unwanted record of consecutive matches lost. Still a long way to go before he gets into Aaron Turner territory, who lost
93.
17 on the spin.
$85. Scott, you require 170.
How about a bit of magic? He does have this tendency to go for the bullseye, and I'm not
89.
sure it's always sensible from Scott Williams, doing himself out of potential points.
$100. Scott, you require 81.
Now he goes for the bullseye. But all the
34.
practice doesn't pay off.
Martin, you require 71.
Double top to double his lead.
31.
Over the top
Scott, you require 47.
from Wolfie Adams. So Williams has 2 at double 16,
Being shot
only
on the
needs
second
1.
leg. Scott Williams.
Levels up the match in this basement battle between the pair. Pointless so far. It's 1 apiece, all on throw.
Third leg, Martin to throw first. Game on.
4 matches remain this evening. Be on air for another hour or so, probably a little bit more. Slightly behind schedule tonight.
140.
James Richardson against Paul Hogan. That'll fly by, whatever the score is. And then Williams takes on Jim McEwen. Hogan v Adams in the
93.
penultimate match in the early hours of Friday morning before McEwen ends the evening when he meets James Richardson.
140.
What's certainly looking like a top of the table clash.
$134.
And then we will return at 9:30 AM, bright and early, for the conclusion of Group C tomorrow morning. That's live on the Online Darts YouTube channel.
100.
And we will be back again on the Online Darts YouTube channel at 10 PM for the
81. Martin Ricard,
conclusion of this group.
121.
Returning to the action here on Sporty Stuff TV on Saturday night for the finals.
81. 89.
Good leg of
Martin
darts
Ricard,
this from Martin
40.
Adams. Double top. Went out in 13 in the first leg. Had the chance to do the same in this leg,
30.
but has
Scott
missed
Ricard,
3 at double, and
104.
Williams can pick his pocket here. Oh, he just needed a single.
64.
Didn't
Martin
see him
Ricard,
throw the
10.
dart, so I don't know if it was that casual lob that can be a little bit of a problem in his game at times, or not. Well, sometimes they just miss, don't they? And that did miss, and that did for Adams, and Williams
6.
won't be made to
Scott
pay for
Ricard,
missing the big
40.
number. Adams
Game shot on the
instead
third leg.
is made to
Scott
pay
Williams.
for missing doubles. Was on a 13 darter in that leg, but went on to miss 5
Both legs
darts at
Scott to
double.
throw first. Game on.
And Scott Williams earned himself a break of throw.
140. 135. 40.
Almost handing it straight back to Adams here. Kicked off with a ton 40, but only 40 to follow it up. And Martin Adams is all over it.
125. 59. 59. 62. 41.
Yeah, it could have been better from Adams. He knows he's opened the door here for Williams to walk through.
100. Martin Ricard, 141.
Needs some Martin magic. Some Adams excellence, but it's not forthcoming. And Scott Williams
100. Scott, you require 100.
Will look to take out a ton to take himself to the brink of a win.
Game shot on the fourth leg. Scott
And
Williams.
he cleans it up beautifully. Scott Williams, 60, 40 to lead 3-1.
Fifth leg, Martin to throw first. Game on. $58. $57. $81. $81. $45.
Just looking a little lethargic. Martin Adams here. Not the evening he was expecting or anticipating.
140.
Certainly not the evening he was hoping for. Beaten 4-3 by James Richardson in his opener, then thrashed 4-1 by Jim McEwen. And it looks like this one is going the same way. Unless he can
100.
find a kind of second wind. A little bit flat from Adams. Remember, this is a man who's performed very well all week.
98.
A second in Group A, hit a 9 darter on Monday.
$99. Scott, you require
Not out of it yet.
125.
But he will be if Williams can find a 60 and a tops again.
93.
Leaves it very, very
Scott, you
handy.
require 118.
So Adams has to hit, or it will be a third straight defeat. Perfectly pitched first start. 18. Double top to stay alive.
98. Scott, you require 32.
Wolfie was a whisker away.
No score.
But
Martin,
he will
you
get
require
another
20.
opportunity. 3 match darts go begging for Scott Williams. Double 5. And
Game
Adams
shot on the fifth leg.
keeps himself in
Martin
contention.
Adams.
Well, Williams will feel he should have had it wrapped up. 3 darts missed to win the match. Martin Adams is back in it. Williams has a dart, so in the decider.
Sixth leg, Scott to throw first. Game on. $97. $100. $57. $59.
Both players just seem to be a little bit edgy right now. You can see the bemused
100.
look on the face of Williams after that dart was a good distance high from where he intended to plant it. About there, actually.
140. $134. 100. Scott, your car 113.
Taking his time. And Adams will get the opportunity.
48. Martin, your car 102.
Goes for the bull.
96.
To be expected from
Scott,
Martin
your car
Adams,
65.
who has miscounted there and left himself on double three. Didn't want the bull, Scott Williams. It's all going wrong for the pair of them.
Game
But
shot
that's
and
right.
match. Scott Williams.
That's what he wanted, Scott Williams, to get the win in the end. Hit the bull accidentally when needing the 25, but cleans up the remainder to get his first win of the night. So Martin Adams is facing an uphill task, isn't he? Having lost all three. Williams with 100 checkout in there. The average slightly lower than Adams actually, but he looked to be in control of the match for most of it, and he picks up the 2 points in this one. As we move into the early morning on Friday, Martin Adams has it all to do, losing 3 from 3, and it could turn out to be a Black Friday for Wolfie. We will be back in just a few moments' time when James Richardson and Paul Hogan do battle at the Live League. 4 games to go then here at the Live League in the opening night of Group B action. And we have James Richardson looking to carry on. Fantastic start to his evening when he goes up against Paul Hogan. Richardson with 2 wins from 2, looking to make it 3 from 3. Has the same record as Jim McEwen, who beat Hogan in their last outing. Hogan did get a win
to throw first. Game
over
on.
third place Scott Williams earlier tonight. Williams just above him on leg difference after beating Martin Adams in the last match. Adams has lost 3 from 3.
140.
James Richardson, easily the biggest maximum hitter tonight. He's managed to fire in 6 180s, more than twice as many as anybody else.
$121.
I was expecting to hear the classic Paul Hinks call there.
140.
Here it comes.
180.
7 for Ruthless Richardson.
105. James requires 60.
Pick your side, James. Goes left.
James shot on the first
Goes
leg.
in.
James Richardson.
And James Richardson carries on a rampant start to the night. Won his first 2 matches and he takes the first leg against Paul Hogan here.
Second leg Paul to throw first. Game on.
Doesn't darter to do it as well. Really good stuff from Richardson. A 180 in there, a ton of 140. Well, it was
55.
a 121 actually, the middle visit. I do apologise.
$45.
All smiles, Crocodile Dundee in the background. He just loves this game. Loves playing it, any place, any time.
140.
Great player he is.
60. 100.
'Don't have to stay there, James.
60.
Don't look like that, man.
100. 100. Paul require 106.
Hogan set to level up. Hasn't missed a dart double for a while. Didn't miss any in his defeat to Jim McEwen.
74.
Commentator's curse.
100. Paul require 32.
Misses again.
Game shot on the second
Finally
leg.
hits
Paul
to level up
Hogan.
the match. At 1 apiece, all on throw so far. Richardson has the darts in leg 3.
Third leg James to throw first. Game on.
So still to come after this, Scott Williams against Jim McEwen. Hogan back for his
140.
final match of the night against Martin Adams in his last of the evening. And then Richardson returns to meet McEwen in the curtain closer.
100. 60. 100. 97.
Do like the darts that James Richardson is using. Jazzy, aren't they? Blue barrels from James Richardson.
60.
In the green and the red.
83.
Good time to hit a ton 40.
140. James require 121.
Good time to hit a 121. There'll never be a better time. Bull.
96. Paul require 101.
Not far away. Hogan looking to steal the leg. Treble 19 for double 12. Treble 15 he went for double 18, but was wayward
29.
with each of his last two
James
darts.
25.
James Richardson does choose double 12.
Game shot on the third leg. James Richardson.
And he lands it to get his nose back in front in this match. 2 legs away from making it 3 wins from 3.
Fourth leg Paul to throw first. Game on. $85. 100. 60. 100. 55. 60. 140.
Down to a finish first on throw Paul Hogan, but Richardson in the ascendancy in leg 4. Needs a treble though. Gets
91.
one.
Paulie require 161.
He will get the opportunity to increase his lead when he comes back. It's a big finish.
125. James,
He has taken out bigger this evening, a 164 in the opening match. The 150 though will not go. All he can do is leave it handy, which he does do, and hope that Hogan misses. He'd like to see the first dart go inside, James Richardson. He'll love that. And he'll love that.
No score. James requires 16.
All worked out perfectly for Ruthless Richardson, who can show his ruthless streak by betting double 8.
No score.
But has been
Paul
unable to do
36.
so. Play it again, Paul. That's better. That works.
Game shot
And
on
that
the fourth leg.
finishes
Paul Hogan.
the plan. He loves it when a plan comes together. Paul Hogan surviving a bit of a scare, but he ties up this match at 2-2.
Fifth leg, James to throw first. Game on. Five.
Well, Hogan has just become a massive favourite already. It's like he's
100.
having an extra leg in which he throws first after Richardson only managed to muster up 5 points. He's only got 8 from 4 darts.
123.
And then 120 from 2. It's a funny old game.
41.
Richardson, of course, player to hit a 9-darter here at the
100.
Live League against his own son. One of 2 9-darters landed by the Rushton Diamond.
99.
Martin Adams matched him on Monday, getting his second at the Live League. Richie Burnett and Colin Osborne, the other 2 players to have
180.
produced perfect legs.
$180.
180's exchanged between this pair. 90 remaining. Which way does he go?
53. Paul require 81.
Didn't get a darts. Hogan has the chance to break here. 2 at double 18. But he can't find it.
James, you require 47.
Well, that doesn't seem right. Should be 40, shouldn't it, from James Richardson? Little bit of an error here.
James' last score was 53.
It should be on double top. James Richardson. Slight mistake, but it's all rectified now. And he'll take aim at tops. Double 10. I just wonder if he was a little bit bothered.
Paul requires 36.
Well, Paul requires 18 here, not 36. It was 63, the last score. He hit a single 18. He should be on double 9. A little bit of a
Paul
miss.
scored 45. Paul requires 36.
Oh, sure, it was actually 63. Well, he'll have to go for what he's told to go for. He's ended up on a dodgy double anyway. No, double 17.
2. James, you require 40.
James Richardson knows what he needs. A double top.
James requires 20.
Well, in fact, James Richardson... I've got a feeling here that James Richardson needs 10. I think it's all gone a little bit wrong here. I think he was inside on both of those, so a little bit of a technical problem, causing problems here for the players, not knowing which doubles they need. 2 apiece between James Richardson and Paul Hogan. Richardson trying to make it 3 wins on the spin this evening. We're just having to sort out a little technical glitch with the scoring system. A little bit of confusion about what's remaining, but we will get back to the action very, very shortly. Just quickly run you through what's happened tonight. Richardson beat Martin Adams 4-3 in the opener. He's since beaten Scott Williams by the same scoreline and is looking to make it 3 out of 3. Jim McEwen has also won 2 out of 2 tonight. McEwen beating Adams 4-1 and seeing off Paul Hogan 4-2. Hogan's only win came against Scott Williams. That was in a last leg decider. Williams beat Martin Adams 4-2. So Adams has lost all 3 of his matches ahead of his final match with Jim McEwen, who meets Scott Williams
20.
next. So it's settled on 20. That's what he's been told to go for here, James Richardson.
10.
He hasn't taken it out.
16.
And Paul Hogan I'm not even entirely sure where 16 has come from.
Game shot on the 5th
Well,
leg.
that's what he was told to
Paul
hit.
Hogan.
That's what he has hit. That's all they can do between them. And Hogan has the lead. 3-2 against James Richardson. Hogan 1 away
Paul
from the win.
First. Game on. $100. 43. 5.
Would take Paul Hogan level on points with James Richardson.
$59. 60. $87. 100.
If anyone is out there questioning whether the previous leg
100
should stand, the rules of the game are what the referee calls is what the player has to hit, and that's what Hogan did.
92. Paul Ricard 150.
Can't hit the 150 that he's told to hit this time, so Richardson will return looking at 66.
52. James Ricard 66.
Double top to force a last leg shootout. Yes, you're right, James. 26 scored. Took him a while, but it is right. Tops remaining, James. He's outthought himself there.
Sixth leg. James Richardson.
But once he'd worked it out, he planted it straight in, and James Richardson does force a last leg decider in which he has the darts. 3-3.
Seventh and final leg. James to throw first. Game on. $140. 140.
Solid start from the pair of them.
$140. 140. 51. 51. James require
both players
170.
hitting 51 to leave 170. Why not?
140. Hold your car 170.
Richardson racing out of the way. Nobody retrieves their darts faster than James Richardson.
105. James require 30.
Will he be retrieving it from the double 15 after winning the match? Yes, he will. Richardson, in the end, turns it around. A 4-3 success. He's already had a couple of those this evening. What a night it's turning out to be. Full value for money from James Richardson. A 4-3 win against Martin Adams. A 4-3 win against Scott Williams. And now a 4-3 win against Paul Hogan. That is the tale of the tape. A decent battle between the pair. The scoring was supreme. The doubling was a little dodgy. But Richardson gets over the line in the end and makes it 3 wins from 3. Jim McEwen, hoping to join him, is up next against Scott Williams. Well, welcome back to the action. 3 games left to go here in Group B at the Live League. And Jim McEwen is looking to join James Richardson in winning all 3 of his matches this evening. McEwen taking on Scott Williams, who's just got his first win of the night a couple of games ago, beating Martin Adams, who's lost 3 from 3. McEwen could be joined on 4 points by Williams, or could join James Richardson on 6.
First. Game on. $83. $134. $140.
Just to recap what's happened so far this evening.
26.
James Richardson has beat Martin Adams, Scott Williams and Paul Hogan, all in last leg deciders.
94.
Jim McEwen has had wins against Hogan and Adams, 4-2 and 4-1. Scott Williams' only victory came against Adams, who was beaten by Hogan early this evening. And Adams losing 3 from 3.
83.
Before his final match of the night against Paul Hogan, which is coming up after this one.
$100. $43. Scott, you require 84. $44.
Using the bull to ensure he gets a dart at the outer ring. That is the MO of Scott Williams, rather than the bull at the end of a shot. He likes to try and get rid of it at the start. Nothing wrong with that. It's his way. This is the Jim McEwen way, piling on the pressure. Will he rattle the cage of Williams? Well, that looks like a very inviting guide. And he uses it perfectly to take the first leg in this match. 1-0 to Scott Williams against the so far unbeaten Chucky, Jim McEwen.
Second leg is Jim to throw first. Game on.
He just hit a 177 at the back end of the last leg. And he follows it with a maximum. His 4th of the night. 6 perfect darts from Jim McEwen.
40.
$7. 8. 9 trebles on the spin from Jim McEwen to tee up a 9-darter. 177 at the end of the last leg. 56. And then he kicks off this one
141.
with 180, followed by another. That's where the brilliant run comes to an end for McEwen. 9 perfect darts, all of them in trebles.
65.
Blinding spell from the Scotsman.
44. Jim, you require 76.
Looking to wrap up the leg in 11. Did average 104.7 in his victory over Paul Hogan earlier.
68.
That is by far the highest average we've seen this evening. In fact, all day. The only other Three-figure average came from Robert Owen, 100.2 in his whitewash
40.
win against Jamie
Jim
Durrant this
Uruguay, 8.
afternoon. McEwen so far ahead in this leg.
Game shot on the
Scott
second
Williams
leg.
can't even see him
Jim McEwen.
as he levels it up at one apiece. A fantastic spell of darts from Scotland's Jim McEwen, who is looking in very, very good shape tonight. 1-1.
Third leg, Scott to throw first. Game on. $60.
He's at it again. Let's have another 9 perfect darts.
$140.
Could only manage 2. Rubbish, Jim. What are you playing at, man? Do what Scott does.
180. $134. $97. $80. Scott Uruguay, 164.
Can he match the highest finish that we've had so far? The answer is no, but he will leave it handy.
88. Jim Uruguay, 147.
Unless McEwen can produce the 147 break. Couldn't even get the first red.
$90. Scott Uruguay, 76.
Double top. Changed his MO here, Scott
Game
Williams.
shot on the
Would
third
usually
leg. Scott Williams.
go for another 20 to leave double 18, but had a bit of trouble with that double earlier this evening and has been going for 76 that way, and twice he's accomplished it. 2-1 to Scott Williams.
Fourth leg, Jim to throw first. Game on.
Despite the fact that he's averaging around 20 points less than his opponent in this one.
$59. $180.
Well, he's closing that gap here, Scott Williams, firing in his 4th maximum of the night.
$59.
Disgusted at his first start, wasn't
60.
he? I don't think there's a player in the field that would love to hit a 9 darter more than Scott Williams. Really is something of a showman.
58.
Determined to entertain.
$91. $180.
Well-timed maximum from McEwen. It's his 3rd of the match. It's his 6th of the night.
64.
But all he's got is a big finish.
145.
will need to complete 3-2-5 in 6 darts. And he's not going to do it. Williams has the chance to break and move within 1 of the victory. A second victory from his 4 matches this evening.
121. Scott, you require 106.
Lost his first 2.
$90. Jim require 24. Game shot on the
McEwen.
4th leg. Jim McEwen.
Will not be beaten that easily. Hasn't buckled all night. Has won his first 2 matches very, very comfortably. And he's back in the fight in this one at 2-all.
5th leg, Scott to throw first. Game on. $60. $96. $140. $97. $81. $180.
Another match from McEwen. Really hammering them home. Rivaling Richardson now in that department.
Jim Yukar 128.
7 apiece for the evening between the top 2 in the table. Another footer of darts at double. That double is double 10. Oh, he just nudged the wire, didn't he? Jim McEwen. Williams to hold his throw. He's gone tops, but he's made it very difficult for himself.
60. Jim Uruguay 20.
Locked out. Is his lead about to be overhauled here by McEwen? Double 5. Oh,
Game
lovely.
Shot on the 5th leg.
High in the
Jim
bed.
McEwen.
1 up and 1 away from a 3rd straight win of the evening. 3-2 he leads Scott Williams, and he has the darts in leg 6.
6th leg, Jim to throw first. Game on.
Hasn't even been taken to a last leg decider so far, Jim McEwen. And he's put himself in an excellent position once again. A man who earlier in this match had a spell of 9 perfect darts, all of them in trebles.
83.
A 177 at the end of the first leg, and then he went off with back-to-back maximums in leg 2. He's hit 4 180s in this game.
140.
Still averaging in 3 figures as he looks to produce a 100 average for the 2nd match on the spin. Really all going well
100.
in the world of Jim McEwen.
$140.
When he won his challenge to a title earlier this year, it was a Williams that he beat in the final, Jim Williams. Of course, the Order of Merit winner at the end of the season. Another
100.
face at the Live League, a former champion of the Online Darts Live League, no less. Oh, he's at it again.
180. Scotty Ricard 121. $53. Jimmy McEwen 38.
For the match. For a third straight win.
Game shot on the match.
Jim McEwen completes the comeback and carries on what has been a perfect night so far at the Live League. It is a second successive three-figure average for Chucky, 101.55. Turned it around from 2-1 down, winning the last three legs to beat Scott Williams by 4 legs to 2. That is 3 from 3 for Jim McEwen, as it is for James Richardson, and they will meet in the final match of the evening. But one match to go before then, as Paul Hogan meets the so far pointless Martin Adams, looking for his first win when he gets up against Hogan in 3 minutes' time. Two games to go then here at the Live League, and what a match we have in store for you here between Martin Adams, who is struggling tonight and needing to try and find a way to win, against Paul Hogan before we move into a match between the two at the top of the table. Jim McEwen and James Richardson, who both have perfect records. That will change for one of them when they meet in the game after this. But Martin Adams really needs to get a win here to put himself in the hunt. The silver lining, the saving grace for Adams is that the top three progress to finals night. McEwen and Richardson already pulling away from the pack. Can Hogan start to put some distance between himself and the rest of the field? Or will Adams join him on 2 points?
First leg, Paul to throw first. Game on.
Was stunned to see in preparation for this fixture that they've only met twice in ranking events in the WGF system.
59.
One of them at the Scottish Open in the quarter-finals of last year. Adams won the match 5-2. Tournament that was won by Jim Williams. And then 15 years ago,
135.
the 2006 World Masters, Adams winning that one 3-1.
177.
Lost out in the final. Anyone remember who to or what happened to him? Some young Dutch upstart called Michael van Gerwen.
$59.
MVG, who will be attempting to defend the only televised title he holds this weekend in Minehead at the Players' Championship Finals.
64.
Who would have thought that he would have an empty trophy cabinet at the end of a year? Michael van Gerwen. Well, that is possible. The likes of Gerwin Price, Johnny Clayton,
85.
Peter Wright in good form. But MVG has won in Minehead in 5 of the last 6 years at the Players' Championship Finals.
60.
That gets underway tomorrow. We're back as well. 9:30 in the morning for the resumption and conclusion indeed of Group C. Graham Usher and Robert Owen leading the way from Robert Thornton, Andy Jenkins, Jamie Durrant and Martin Heenahan. In Group B so far, it's all been about McEwen and
57.
Richardson.
Martin, you require 99.
99 for Martin Adams. 10 for double 16.
Game shot on the first
Expertly
leg.
executed
Martin Adams.
by Wolfie, who is determined not to leave this evening's session without any points on the board. And he's broken throw in the very first leg. Things are looking up.
Second leg, Martin to throw first. Game on. $95. $38.
Things are looking down for Paul Hogan. He's hoping to turn a disappointing night into a at least mediocre one. Lost his opening match. Sorry, won his opening
100.
match against Scott Williams, but then lost his next two to McEwen and Richardson. He would take winning half of his games. That should be enough to get you through when you consider that the top 3 progress from 5 in this group. But Adams has the advantage.
$100. $60.
So I'm expecting us to go off air at 1 AM, don't worry. There is another match to come after this. Jim McEwen against James Richardson, the top of the table tussle.
60.
Hogan
40.
All of a
Martin, you
sudden
require
really struggling. It's like
146.
Martin Adams has got some kind of hold over him.
$130. 132. Martin,
The
you require
perfect setup
16.
from Adams has left him double eights. And now double four. Just gave it a little come on there, didn't he, Martin?
Second leg. Martin Adams.
Who's determined to get this job done with as little fuss as possible. But it's all going very well so far. Adams leads Hogan by 2 legs to 0.
Third leg, Paul to throw first. Game on. $60.
Disappointment etched on the face of Paul Hogan. It's not happening in this match for him. All his averages have been in the between the 84 and 93 mark.
43.
But at the moment he's below 80 after the first couple of legs in this one.
140. $134. 45. 81. 55.
The closest Adams has got to victory so far this evening was in that very first match of the night when he lost a last leg decider against James Richardson.
28.
Hasn't so much as had a match start tonight, Martin Adams. Richardson stormed through that
98.
final leg in a dozen darts, leaving Adams stranded in the 200s, 215 to be exact, which is where he is now. Well, Bull would be the shot here, but
60.
Martin Adams...
Paul, you require 103.
Well, that's a
Game
shot
shot on
from
the
Paul
third leg.
Hogan.
Paul Hogan.
Yeah, my bad maths there. Martin Adams always stays on treble 20 anyway. There's no point thinking he'll do anything else at any point. But Paul Hogan
Fourth
got
leg
that right.
Manning to throw first. Game on.
Taking out 103 to get himself into this match.
$100. 45.
No real thrashings tonight. No 4-0s. The worst defeat has been by the margin of 3 legs. That was Adams against McEwen.
85.
Reminder, McEwen against Richardson in the final match of the evening after both of them have won their
60.
first 3. And a win would effectively put them in finals night. 3 players going through from this group. You'd have to suffer a mathematical miracle to not get to finals night in one of those top 3 places after winning your first 4 games
100.
on opening night in Group B.
$136. $40. Martin, you require 40.
Double top for Martin Adams to regain that 2-leg cushion.
Game shot on the 4th leg. Martin Adams.
That's exactly what he does. So Wolfie, 1 away from ending the night with victory, having lost his previous 3 matches.
5th leg, Paul to throw first. Game on. $85.
Can he get it done?
$55.
Hogan determined not to let him have it.
180.
As he fires in his first max of this match, his 5th of the night.
$135. $100. $100. Paul, you require 136.
Another. Not to be, but he's going to leave it
100.
handy.
$171. Paul, you require 36.
Well, as does Martin Adams to apply the pressure.
Game shot on
Paul
the 5th
Hogan
leg.
just bats
Paul
it away.
Hogan.
Gets a 2nd leg on the board. Martin Adams, though, does have the throw in leg 6 and will be determined to get the job done here and avoid a last leg shootout.
6th leg, Martin to throw first. Game on.
Hasn't won all night, Martin Adams, having finished 2nd in Group A. Played some decent stuff. Hit a 9 darter on Monday.
140.
Hasn't been at it this evening.
$45.
Closing in
100.
on that elusive win.
$60.
It will be just 1 win for Adams, 1 win for Hogan, and 1 win for Williams. If Wolfie does get over the line here, keeps it interesting.
121.
Race for 3rd place, or potentially higher. One of McEwen or Richardson will make it 4 wins, the other one will make it 3.
81. Martin, you require
Or will
140.
stay on 3 rather. Plenty of time here, Martin Adams, to finish the job, but he might just fancy doing it in style. Not to be. Tees up tops.
100. $90. Martin, you require 40.
and hits
James
tops.
shot on the match.
And Martin Adams will not be beaten in every single match here in Group B tonight. He manages to get a victory, and it's a very good display to get it as well. An average just short of 100, 99 and 99 check out, the highest he got as well. The 103 from Paul Hogan was in vain, and he will end the first session in Group B with one win to his name, as will Martin Adams and Scott Williams. But somebody will win 4 out of 4. Will it be James Richardson or will it be Jim McEwen? Well, we'll find out when they do battle next. Well, the final match of the evening here after a long night of live league darts will certainly be worth the wait, because it is a battle at the top of the table, indeed a battle for the top of the table, because the two men with perfect records so far tonight are about to go toe-to-toe. It is James Richardson against Jim McEwen. There you see 3 wins from 3. All of Richardson's wins have come in last leg deciders. McEwen has been more dominant and probably has a slight edge going into this final match of the evening. One win apiece for Scott Williams, Martin Adams and Paul Hogan, who all remain in contention to finish in the top three and progress to finals night
First
on
leg,
Saturday.
Jim to throw first. Game on.
Jim McEwen,
97.
by far the best performer of the evening so far. He's had 2 ton plus averages. He's had 8 maximums. Same amount as James Richardson. But an average of 95.83 across his 3 matches in comparison
60.
to the 91.48 from Richardson. 50% of his doubles he's hit. His highest checkout, 160. He even had a spell of 9 perfect darts earlier in the evening, all of them at trebles.
121.
The 177 at the end of a leg against Scott Williams, and then back-to-back 180s at the start of the next one. It has been Magic McEwen tonight.
125.
James Richardson has lived up to his ruthless nickname, winning in deciding legs in all 3 matches. His doubling has been the worst of all
140.
5 players in action tonight, but has still managed to win all of his games and does have the highest checkout of the night as well, 164.
93.
He took out in the very
Junior
first
Power,
match.
143.
Treble 17, double 16.
$127.
127 called by Paul Hinks. Is he about to call game?
100. Jimmy requires 16.
When McEwen lands double 8.
Game shot on the first leg. Jim McEwen.
And McEwen is off to the best possible start. He takes the lead in this top of the table Tungsten tussle. 1-0 to the Scotsman. Richardson, though, has the darts in leg 2.
Second leg, James to throw first. Game on. $96. 95. 60. 140.
Good stuff from Jim McEwen. Got some senior seasoned players
100.
in this evening's group. Scott Williams, the baby of the pack.
$96.
Troopers, all of them, including the referee Paul Hinks, who's made his debut at the Darts Live League today.
41. Jimmy require 170.
Been able to hear that brilliant 180 call of his many times, and we'll hear it for the rest of the week as well. McEwen won't be taking out the 170, but he will be back to double his lead
60.
if he can complete the 110 combo. once again averaging in 3 figures. I know it's only early days, but Jim McEwen has put on a spurt towards the back end of the evening.
68. Jimmy Ricard 110.
Double 18, and he does take out the 110.
Jim McEwen.
Jim McEwen with a really nice finish to double his lead, to break the throw, and to move closer towards a perfect night at the live league.
Jim to throw first. Game on.
Slightly later than planned. This evening's action will come to an end. Now 120.
46.
McEwen does manage to win the next 2 legs. We'll wrap it up in around 7 minutes. James Richardson determined not to let that happen. Not to let Paul Hinks literally call game at 127.
100. $140.
Much better leg from James Richardson.
$81.
180, followed by a 140.
$95.
Has lost the last couple of meetings against Jim McEwen. They were back in July. Did win the first of their previous 3.
100. James, you require 86.
We haven't had a whitewash tonight, and James Richardson looks like he's about to avoid one here.
Game shot on
And
the
he
third
does
leg.
avoid
James Richardson.
a potential whitewash defeat. James Richardson cutting the lead to 2-1 with a break of throw. He has the darts to make it 2-2.
Fourth leg, James to throw first. Game on. $41.
Not happy with how he's followed up, and Jim McEwen will be looking to jump all over that. And he's going to hit a 180, isn't he? No maximum.
140.
A ton 40 to take the early advantage against the throw. The pair of them came into this
40.
match with 8 maximums apiece. Richardson has hit 1 in it. So is Jim McEwen. Got himself in front 2-0 before James Richardson rallied back with a dozen dart leg. He's actually had 4 legs of 12 darts or fewer this evening. There's only been 1 leg in
59.
4 visits from all of the other players combined. Respect to Richardson.
121.
It is a bit
Jim Ricard 122.
famine or feast, isn't it? Oh, look at this. Darting by number. Jim McEwen.
Game shot on the
A sublime 1-2-2 check out. 60, treble 10, double 16. Absolutely beautiful from Jim McEwen, who breaks back and is one
Looks
away
like Jim to throw first. Game on.
from a 4th win from 4 tonight. Once again averaging in 3 figures. Forget what I said about 12 dart legs. Because Jim McEwen has just closed the gap in that department with
125.
a lovely dozen darter of his own.
$131.
Can Richardson rally? Or will McEwen complete a good night's
96.
work with another victory? Could well end up averaging more than 100 for the evening, Jim McEwen. He's looking at 104 right now.
60.
He had 104.7 against Paul Hogan in his second match of the night. He averaged 101.9 in his third in a 4-2 win against Scott Williams.
92.
Standard that any dart player would be pleased with, keeping up game after game.
140.
And James Richardson may well have to take out 170 to keep his hopes alive of completing a perfect night.
$140.
That's the deal, James.
170.
That's a rub, pal. And he's not up to it on this occasion. So Jim McEwen
85. Jim, you require 48.
looking for another dominant, delightful victory. And he gets the job done.
Jim McEwen.
Jim McEwen wins the match at exactly 127 and game called by Paul Hinks. 104.37 the average from Jim McEwen. James Richardson going down to a 4-1 defeat. He gets 3 victories this evening, only allowed 1 dart at double by the dominant Scotsman in that one. A lovely 1-2-2 checkout in there as well for McEwen, who makes it 4 wins from 4 this evening. And he will go into tomorrow at the top of the table. 8 points, maximum points for McEwen, 6 for James Richardson. The other 3 players, Scott Williams, Martin Adams and Paul Hogan, all having 1 win tonight. So they will go to sleep and come back tomorrow evening at 10 p.m. here live on the Online Darts YouTube channel. But we will be back at 9:30 a.m. for the resumption and conclusion of Group C. And that's it for tonight. From me, Chris Murphy, at the Live League. It is 127 and game.